Hello and welcome to episode 21 of They Tried to Bury Us on FM24. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, two games for you. We'll be away to Peterborough United in the FA Cup second round, and then at home to Hereford in Vanarama National League North. So let's get straight into it. And the team to face Peterborough United is coming up in just a moment. Okay, well here is the team for the FA Cup trip to Peterborough, and it is Dawson in goal, back four Fisher, Mullin, Bird and Carr. Agyemang behind Davis and Diallo in midfield, Ali on the left, McFadden on the right and Freddie Ladapo up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is thinking exactly the same thing I am. Nobody's expecting anything from us. Play without pressure, nothing to lose. So let's outstretch the arms and agree with him. And let's send the boys out there and see what they can come up with. So let's get into the match. And as always, first 10 minutes, unless anything massive happens, we're not going to do anything. And we are now at that point. Peterborough have had one shot, not on target and not highlight worthy. So I don't think there's any need to do anything at the moment. I think once we get to half an hour, if we are, as we are now, statistically on top, probably praise the boys for how they've done so far. And we are now in that position. And it is Carr with the throw-in. Diallo, Carr with the cross. Headed away. Fisher gets to the byline, crosses it in. And it's into the arms of Tally in the Peterborough goal. So I think now we will praise. As Fisher wins his header, finds Davis. That's a sloppy ball though. Scarles comes forward, plays it in field, falls to a dozy, and he's missed it. Should have put Peterborough ahead, hasn't done, and they might live to regret that, although they've got a free kick coming into the area. Akere on the edge of the box, crosses, and the shot is over the top. Highlight comes to an end. We escape again. And it is pretty even in terms of XG and shots. And that's just wide from Peterborough. They are beginning to edge ahead statistically. But it's still 0-0. So Bird finds Agyemang onto Diallo. Davis to Ali. Over the top for Ladapo. He's got it down. And Freddie Ladapo has found the back of the net. But will it count? Yes, it will. It's Peterborough United 0. Bury 1. And against all the odds, and in many ways against the run of play, we are actually ahead with moments to go until half time. I am going to play for set pieces. I think that's an entirely reasonable suggestion. So we need to go and give the lads some praise at half-time. Yeah, I am absolutely happy with their performance. So we will go hands in pockets. No, not reluctant. I don't want to say that. Let's say outstretched arms. Happy, keep it up. And in terms of changes, just one. Max McFadden is tired. So I'll bring Brodie Pert on. And in fact, Ryan Carr, the right back, could do with coming off as well. So I'll bring on Abdul Salem. And let's get out there for the second half and see if we can finish the job. I was not expecting to have that conversation at half-time. Really impressive first half. And we've got the first highlight of the second half as well. Scarles clears, but Davis wins it back. Davis again to Fisher. Fisher crosses, and the header has hit the crossbar, cleared away. Abdul Salam's ball back in, and that's a free kick, and the highlight comes to an end. So almost an hour gone. What is the next logical change? I think it's Davis, as Edozie comes forward. Diallo into Pert to Ali. Ali shoots, and that's a corner off the goalkeeper. I am going to take Davis off, and we will bring on... we haven't actually got somebody who can play central midfield. I'll bring Poulter on and let him play in there. It's not ideal, but he can do it for half an hour and it'll be fine. And Mullen, if I can get you off, that would be useful. You are a centre-back, so we can bring on Panzo to play in there. As Diallo comes forward, he's lost out though to O'Kane. Poku is in, Poku shoots, and he's missed the target. So 67 gone, and we still lead 1-0. Another Peterborough corner, O'Kane's ball in, and this time Akere finds the back of the net. Peterborough have got themselves an equaliser. It is Peterborough United 1, Bury 1. And now, I think I'm going to take Ladapo off. Bring on Sam Burns. And now Adaramola plays it back to the edge of the area. And Kwame Poku has given Peterborough the lead. They've turned it around. Peterborough United 2, Bury 1. So wasn't really expecting that, but it is no less than they deserve, to be fair. Although, that said, it's actually pretty even. And we've got 6 minutes of added time. No subs available. And it looks like we're going to go down to a very narrow defeat, which we would absolutely have taken before the match. And there it is, full time, Peterborough United 2, Bury 1. I'll be back with the second match of today's episode in just a moment. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, and this time it's a home game in Vanarama National League North. Our opponent's Hereford FC, and the team for this one, Dawson in goal, back four of Ishmael, Panzo, Davis and Abdul Salem. Carr behind Agyemang and Diallo in midfield, Ali on the left, McFadden on the right and Burns up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is going down the media credit avenue. I don't think that's the right call this time. We've now lost 2 games in a row, albeit in different competitions and one that we were expected to lose anyway. So I am going to say, I'm going to pump the fists and say we're favourites and I want us to play like it. So let's get out there and prove that we are exactly that. As always, first 10 minutes, we'll see how it goes. Hereford in the red. We're in our traditional white and blue. And we've won the ball back. Diallo into Burns. Ali shoots and Ali scores. So with just seconds on the watch, it is Bury 1, Hereford 0. And that is the perfect start to get us off and running. Hereford are down in the relegation zone, as you can see. So it is a game we absolutely should win. And at the moment we are, but it is only 1-0. So we need a second goal as quick as we can. and Agyemang finds Ishmael, crosses it in, and Sam Burns gets his 15th goal of the season, but he doesn't because it's wiped out for an offside, and the highlight comes to an end. And we are 25 minutes in, still 1-0, and Hereford yet to have a shot on target. So we could really do with a second goal so that we don't get sucker punched later in the game. And approaching the half-time whistle, it is Hereford on the attack. And Leyden finds Adigan. Adigan back to Toure. Mintus plays it back. Gordon to Adigan. Churchy, and they've given it back to us, but we've given it straight back. Now Bright to Leyden. Toure to Gordon, and he crosses halfway, puts it over the top, but Ishmael is there to cut it off. Plays it forward over the halfway line. It's flicked on to Burns, who goes to the right and finds Abdul Salem. Burns into the box, and that's a penalty. And it is going to be Sam Burns from the spot. Can he double the lead? Yes, he can. Beats Molyneux in the Hereford goal. And it is Bury 2, Hereford 0. So we've finally got some breathing space. And fingers crossed we can take that 2-0 lead into half-time. And we have indeed done that. So into the dressing room. Going well. Capable of even more. And now Milenik Ali needs to come off. So we'll bring Brodie Pert on. Switch McFadden and Pert around. And we'll also take... In fact, I won't take Abdul Salem off. Yes, I will. Because we can put Artur Panzo to right back. And then bring on Aidan Mullen at centre back. And let's also take... I was going to take Terrell Agyemang off, but we haven't really got a suitable replacement, so I won't. We'll leave it at that for now. And hopefully Agyemang can see it through. It's a lot to ask of him. As Bright throws it to Tweedy, who crosses. The header from Anthony Tierney. Hereford have got one back. It is 2-1. So I am going to demand more now. As Panzo with the throw in finds Davies. Davies to Diallo. Tries to thread it through and gets it all wrong. Toure. To Bright onto Tweedy. Tweedy's ball over the top is cut out by Mullen, who plays it back to Dawson. Mullen again. Crossfield ball is cut out, but Panzo wins it back. Finds Pert. Infield for Agyemang. Agyemang charging forward. Plays it left to Ishmael. Carr into Panzo. And Sam Burns misses the target, but Hereford have a free kick for an offside. And the highlight comes to an end. So now, Agyemang is really tired. But so's McFadden. I'm going to bring Ladapo on for McFadden. And I am also going to... In fact, let's have a look what else we can do. We've got a left back and a goalkeeper on the bench. So it's going to have to be the left back. And we'll bring him on for Cameron Ishmael. So Dylan Dwyer comes on. We'll confirm that change. 15 minutes to go. We've only got a 2-1 lead over a struggling Hereford. I'm going to go attacking and try and force the issue a little bit. Demand more. And hopefully we get one more chance and take it. Dwyer with a throw in. Ladapo into Diallo. Back to Carr. Carr to Pert. It's cut out. And Molyneux launches it. Davis underneath it. Carr into Ladapo. Plays it out to the right for Panzo. Forward to Pert. Pert back to Diallo. And that's a penalty. And it should be Burns, and is. Can he make it 3-1 and surely wrap up the win? Yes, he can. Bury 3, Hereford 1. We've got just over 5 minutes of the 90 to go. The game should be safe now. And we've got 7 minutes of added time. So that's an uncomfortably long period of time. But we're already over halfway through that. And now in the last minute of it. And there is the full-time whistle. Bury 3, Hereford 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, let's take a look at the league table then, and as you can see, 22 games gone. We've won 17, drawn 4, lost just the 1, scored a ridiculous 82 goals, conceded 28, 55 points, 12 clear of second placed Radcliffe. So let's take a look at when we're going to come back. And I am going to come back in January, and I'll show you games against 2 of our promotion rivals. So I'll show you the home game against Macclesfield, the away game against Blythe Spartans, and then I'll go through to the end of the month and show you all the transfers we've done since the last transfer update. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.